Hello, Amber. Yeah, this is Auntie. I'm giving you a call back. His little ankle in stable condition. He is. Okay, that's good. Oh, he taking a nap now. Okay. Did you get the wallet? Yeah. Did you get the wallet and the phone? All right, we can continue. I just wanted to make sure he was in stable condition. Oh, did my mama get her Red Bull? Yeah, she done got wings and she gone now. Yeah, she done left the house. She gone on the Mother's Day dinner. Yeah. Okay, so you got the has the family came up there yet? Did you call Coco? Okay, she might. You don't know if she gonna come now. You left her a message. Okay. All right, I got all that out the way. I just had to get that out the way right quick. Okay, so you got the phone. You got that. Okay. Now we'll go into what you need to look for in the phone later. I want to get back to this Dave situation. Yeah, we need to discuss that. You don't want to talk about it right now? Well, we got to talk about it right now. I ain't talked to you in months. And I told you I hadn't called you, Amber, because I didn't know what was going on with you. You took him back and then you left him, and then you took him back and then you left him. You was on the porch. Y'all were doing all kind of stuff. So I didn't know. One day you was arguing, and one day you getting a yes sir, yes ma'am. I didn't know what was going on with y'all. And so I got tired of calling on and off like that. Yeah, I got tired of it. So what I was saying was, okay, you got the phone, you got to study the information. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that later. Put that in your purse, and I'll tell you the procedure later on how to get into the phone. Yeah, that's what I meant by breaking in. I didn't mean breaking the house. We go break into the phone later on. Yeah, we'll make sure he in deep sleep. Yeah. Okay, well anyway, tell me why you so in love with this Dave guy again. I left off on you telling me he basically tell you what you want to hear. Tell. And give me some more information. I got some surveillance because quiet as it's kept. You ever heard that movie 6 Degrees of Separation? Yeah, old Dave. I think Dave knows somebody that you know that know somebody that knows somebody that know you that know him. And that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, based on my surveillance. Yeah. So let me tell you this part. What's going on? Amen. Is I think you may have gotten yourself into what we call a situationship. It's not a relationship. You feel like it's a relationship because you think he a godsend. And why you think that? He's a preacher kid, and he talk a lot about God. Lucifer talked a lot about God too. He did that too. So that's what you do. He go to church? Oh no, you ain't never seen him go to church or nothing. And he say he a PK kid. Have you met his mama or his daddy? Okay. Do you know anything about his brothers and sisters, anything like that? Nope. Okay. Now I want to ask you about some surveillance I seen this weekend. Let me see, what can I refer to? Have you watched a movie called Misery? Yeah. You haven't watched that before? Okay, I would recommend on y'all next Netflix and chill that y'all watch the movie Misery very closely. His assistant, Melissa. Yeah, his assistant, Melissa. She has a house that looks similar to the house in Misery. Yes. And she's a little, she's very infatuated with him. Oh, that's just his assistant, ain't nothing between them. Okay, keep thinking that. Yeah. Another recommendation that I would give you is not to go through the house, like walking through the house and jumping up. Nuck and Buck has detected on our camera detection system that there's some hidden cameras in there. You didn't think about that? You ain't been thinking a lot lately. Yeah, so you might not want to just walk around the house in your unmentionables anymore because somebody got surveillance other than Nuck and Buck. Yeah, Nuck and Buck, we give privacy. We think it's going to be an entanglement or anything like that, we kind of like, we removed, we don't put cameras in intimate situations. Yeah. But we did put surveillance up in his bathroom, his private bathroom at one time. But we ain't going to talk about that. But you went there. Amen. But we just want to see what the yes, sir was talking about. Yeah, sometimes we have to go a little deeper than others. But Auntie the only one who see the camera. Yeah. Yeah. Just like with, what's that girl name? Natasha. She been watching Jacoby's surveillance. Sometimes we have to go a little deeper into the surveillance. Yeah. Yeah. But don't worry about all that. You getting off track now. So he done told you what he want to hear. So tell me about when y'all got entangled. The first entanglement. Okay, y'all had went out of town. And y'all almost crossed the line, but Lil ain't could call. Okay. And what happened after that? Y'all watched the movie together. And and then y'all came back. Okay. And you went to visit him. I didn't know you had all that in you. You had the trench coat. Yeah, I know about the trench coat. Auntie got a trench coat herself. And the boots. Oh, my bad. Just get back to yourself. Okay, so you went over there in the trench coat. And you weren't intending for nothing to go down. You just wanted to be a little flirty. What did you have on under the trench coat if you didn't want nothing to happen? You had on the black lingerie. Well, that sounded like you was advertising. Amber, look, if we go continue, if we go restart our conversation as auntie and niece, I'm going to need you to keep it 100. Don't be fake with auntie, because I'm going to find out the truth. And normally, if I'm asking you the question, I already know the truth. Yeah. So go on, keep it 100. What happened next and next? And y'all were talking about movies, and he looked into y'all, he called you butter pecan ice cream. You better be worried about homemade crazy vanilla over there. Continue. So what happened the morning after, since this was your first time? That morning, did he cuddle you? Did he love on you? What happened the next morning? Oh, you woke up and the bed was empty. You went downstairs and he said he was just thinking. Interesting. Okay. And then what happened the second time that y'all crossed the line? The second time y'all crossed the line, he did what? Y'all was on the couch, and then the girl just walked in. You don't think nothing strange about that? She just walked in with the key, and he got somebody there. You know she seen your car outside, and she just walked in like that. Oh, yeah, that's a misunderstanding right there. Did he try to jump in front of you, cover you up, make sure that you wasn't embarrassed or nothing? He just stood across the room and talked to her. So he just left you in a corner somewhere. Misunderstanding. So you went and got dressed, she stayed there. So she didn't even leave after this happened, she stayed. Amber, you sure you from Detroit? Because everything I done heard about that is the foundation of Nook and Bucket, Detroit. And you still with a dumb sometimes. And I'm sorry, I know you're in a vulnerable state right now, but I'm not understanding. So the girl stayed there. And when the girl stayed there, okay, David walked you to your car. Did you tell him that you was uncomfortable with the situation? You did. What did he say? You told him 3 and 4 ways. What did you say? Okay, so you asked him. You told him it made you uncomfortable. What did he say? And did you don't think she should have a key? Okay, his response. Okay, slow down. Give me the responses again. So he said she cool. He said she trustworthy. He said she ain't gonna bring nobody else. And you even told him, what if you was naked? And he said, and he brought somebody else. And he said, no, you good? So in other words, he told you that Melissa ain't going nowhere. That's what that basically translate to. That Melissa ain't going nowhere. And she's trained. And he trying to train you. You don't get that? Yeah, he's trying to train you next. You don't think so? Does he ever try to get you to, does he ever give recommendations on stuff? Like semi telling you what to do without telling you what to do? He just told you he like you where you contacted. And he told you not to get in there and stay in their business. Well, he was right on that because you do be in everybody's business. I wanted to ask you about the surveillance at the. I had some surveillance on Trey Nam at the carnival. When he walked up, how did he introduce you to the friend? Did he say this my lady or the? That interaction was kind of weird. Good Lord. Amber, I'm not going to keep it long because I know he might be waking up in a minute. We need to go get this surveillance started. I already got the tracker and the drone at the hospital, so that's good. And we putting a tracker on the porch right now so that we can know where he be at. He won't know where you at. We finna find out where he be at. Yes. Amber, if I was you, I can only give you advice. I would slow down, pump the brakes, yield sign with Dave. Slow down and wait till your divorce is final. You done got the yes sir already. You done got enough yes sir in the last 3 days, the last week I would say. You done got enough yes sir to hold you to the divorce. Amen. Auntie been holding on I'm going on month 7. I'm about to lose my mind. I took my braids out last night and everything because it just, Lord, it's a misunderstanding. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Auntie. But I've been, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm saving myself. I don't know what I'm saving myself for, but I'm saving myself. And you can do it. You're a pretty girl. You done lasted all this time. Amen. You and Lil Anchor, the quiet as a kept, Lil Anchor ain't been doing nothing. Now, he probably done tried. He probably take it. He know who got next. Or trying to see who got next. But he ain't even been active like that. You got tired of them roses. And I don't want to know all that, Amber. But what I'm telling you is, if you need the roses, whatever, the trees, whatever, do what you got to do. Try to hold out to the thing. And you might want to start negotiating. Because like I told you earlier, each time you creep and you sleep and you spend the night with Dave, that is lowering the amount in the divorce. Because eventually he go get a private investigator or something. Have you done a background check on Dave? Or you just going by word of mouth and by the way, how his house look? You didn't feel like a background check was necessary. But you're willing to risk it all. And you didn't think nobody. I'm an average person. Amen. Looking for a job right now. Amen. Country Wayne, I like you, girl. Looking for a job right now. Amen. And you around here mean to tell me you didn't get all this money, you got all this to lose, and you ain't done no background check? That's the first thing you do. Danielle said he was trustworthy, and her sister know you need to do a background check on Melissa. Because I think that girl been away for a while, and I don't mean to college. Amen. Yeah. So I'm telling you what I know. I ain't gonna stay on the phone forever. I'm gonna have to call you back later because I got other people I need to call this special. I'm glad we got an opportunity to catch up and everything. But Amber, this thing with Dave is gonna be a misunderstanding. And he could be. I know. You say you feeling the vibe and feeling good about him and all that. But what I'm telling you is, take your time. Get that background check done. Know who you dealing with. Amen. I get background check on everybody. I found out one dude told me, yeah, I was down a little while, out in the streets. He was a whole woman beater. Yeah. Talked to another one. I thought he was cool now. Done 20 years. Go do a background check for us, girl. I'm telling you what I know. And then you done heard you done been around Auntie and Nuck and Buck long enough to know that's step 1. And then quiet as a kept, Mustafa back in town. You know, I know him and Brittany had their thing. I know, and know it. Well, you might want to circle the block with him because yeah. He see if you know. Yeah. But all right, Amber, it was good talking to you. I hope you listen to something I told you about Dave. Take your time with this man. I'm not saying that maybe if he really love you, has he talked about marriage? Has he said that after the divorce he won't next? Has he said anything about marriage or long term? Huh? He said he can see you being a partner. Did you ask him what kind of partner? Being a partner, sex partner? Mm-hmm. He said he can see himself chilling with you. Misunderstanding. All right, that's a lot of